Quick disclaimer before we get started. I am not a financial advisor. The purpose of this video is to document my investing journey and to give you all some insight on what I like to do with my money. If you are in need of financial advice, I would recommend meeting with a financial advisor. Now that I've got that out of the way, I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of my monthly portfolio update. This month, I'll be covering the changes made to my portfolio in April and provide a recap of the dividends made in this month. I've slowly been getting back into the grind of content creation, and have been working to get content rolling out again. I give these portfolio updates a little bit of priority, due to them being something that I want my girlfriend, hopefully future wife, and kids to have if something ever happens to me. Plus, I enjoy making these videos as I'm actively attacking short-term goals and have been achieving them. Uploads on other content will be coming soon, I promise. With all of that out of the way, let's move on to the portfolio update. April was an interesting month for me. I've made more changes to my portfolio, and the shift can be seen in my monthly income. I actually made less this April than I did in April 2022, making about 75 cents less, maybe even a little bit more. Despite this, I'm happy with the changes that I've made, and I don't plan on making any unless bad news comes out about a company. In April, I made $13.25 in dividends, with $6.09 coming from Coca-Cola, $1.48 coming from Realty Income, $1.33 coming from Stag Industrial, and $4.35 coming from Altria. Almost all of these dividends were reinvested, therefore contributing to the compounding process. I mentioned I made changes. Let's go ahead and cover those. Regarding the companies I sold 3M for $198.67, ExxonMobil for $64.35, National Health Investors for $375.74, Wendy's for $139.62, Johnson & Johnson for $172.73, AT&T for $291.59, Stag Industrial for $354.55, J.M. Smuckers for $162.36, MetLife for $230.89, J.P. Morgan for $742.09, Disney for $691.86, and Starbucks for $951.29. I realized I made a mistake while reading off what I sold. While I said JP Morgan, I sold $742.09, that number should be $511.20. The reason for this being, when I was reallocating the money, I initially put the money from MetLife into JP Morgan. I decided to not go this route as I went with a different stock in the financial services sector. Leading off what I put the money into, I put $1,028.69 into EPD, $164.35 into VYM, $730.29 in the Realty Income, $239.62 in the VNQ, $172.73 into Walgreens Boots Alliance, $85 in the VTI, $85 in the VOO, $491.59 into Verizon, $242.36 into Kroger, $742.08 into Bank of America, $400 in Altria, and $243.13 into PepsiCo. I would like to note, this also includes my buys during the month, not just the money that was reallocated. If you're curious to know what I sold and reallocated, I sold a total of $4,144.85, and including the money I invested throughout the month, I invested $4,624.84. I've gone ahead and moved over to Dividend Data's website. As you may have seen on the Excel spreadsheet, I have made $153.53 so far this year. I'm currently sitting at a 3-month rolling average of $37.06. Looking at my dividend insights, you may have noticed that some of my numbers have gone down, and this is mainly because, for whatever reason, the website no longer tracks the ETFs. If not, this total would probably be over $500 right now, but EPD, Realty Income, Altria, Walgreens, and Verizon are currently the kings of this dividend portfolio, bringing in the most money annually. I would like to note that April was the 2-year mark of the start of my dividend investing journey. Seeing where I am now, compared to where I was, I know past me would be proud. As far as my plans going forward in the short term, I'd like to start building a strong position in my bank accounts. If I zoom into this side of my cost basis, maybe even a little bit more, you will see that I currently have $500 in savings. I would also like to note I only have $10.82 in checking. I have been operating with very little cash and have basically been running paycheck to paycheck for quite a while now. And even though I have my Robinhood account, I think I would be better financially if I had a stack of cash to sit on. I've recently been looking into short-term bonds and maybe in the CDs to provide a little bit of diversity to my portfolio as well. Looking at the treasury yields, I noticed this morning that the 3-month was at over 5%. So is the 6-month. That isn't too bad, but it kind of sucks that there isn't a coupon. The 1 year is sitting at 4.6. That's probably about what I could find a CD for. And I don't think bonds or even CDs are a bad place to park cash. I've also been considering what the future of my portfolio will look like in terms of the positions I hold. I'm currently on the mindset of wanting to build up my current positions, and I don't want to add any more unless they are ETFs. In terms of what I've been currently looking to buy, Walgreens has been a company on my radar as they seem to be quite undervalued. Along with Kroger is another position I'm looking to build. But overall, anything on the bottom half of my portfolio I'm looking to add more money into to acquire more shares and therefore increase my dividends. There are 2 ETFs that I'm currently considering adding to my portfolio. These will likely come later in the year as I have the positions that I mentioned earlier that I'm more interested in building up. If we move over to my cost basis again and look at the investment schedule, you'll see that I invested a lot less money in April than I did in March and February. Quite a significant drop off if you ask me. This is because of a series of poor spending habits that have really cut down on the amount of money I can invest. This is solely due to having expensive days out, and I guess somewhat enjoying life. I'm a college student with very little expenses, but sometimes I like to have fun. But I know I need to get my spending down and back to investing the amounts that I would like to in order to achieve my long-term and short-term goals. Not saying that enjoying life is bad and spending money, but there are cheaper ways to do so than the way I have been doing. I have a plan to attack my financial irresponsibility. I should be back on top by July. I anticipate sharing my strategy in the June update, and I can't wait to share my success. As always, I'll be sharing my Robinhood link in the description if you are interested in starting your own investing journey. I will note again that I am not a financial advisor, and if you are looking for advice on what to do with your money, I would recommend seeking out a financial advisor. With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and while you're at it, check out my thumbnail artist. He creates content of his own, and all of his links will be in the description below. With all of that out of the way, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.